Cheeto Man surrendered over to the Georgia authorities, and his mugshot was released. So I'm going to screen share this so that you get a look at exactly, what the thing, what the mugshot looks like. And there's apparently one other one that involves the Batman, and I'm gonna have to find that. But whoa, what the hell's going on over there?
I have no idea.
My fucking laptop is trying to malfunction on me. What the hell?
I was like, wait a minute, do you have dial-up? Are we back in the 90s with dial-up again?
Oh yes, we definitely have dial-up.
Anyway, here's Cheeto Man's mugshot.
Oh.
as he stares into our soul.
Said this, like, half his face looks like it was blurred out in Photoshop, and the other one looks like you put a rolling pin.
Mommy, I want my lollipop.
It's such a Photoshop picture, man.
No, people have said, like, because there was a fake one from many months ago that was out, and people said, wait, why does the real one look exactly like the fake one?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, geez. One of those few cases where the fake one was AI generated, right?
Yeah.
Where he looks so much like an abstract idea of what a person should look like that AI was able to replicate it perfectly.
Yeah, Mr. Ellie's like, he looks so mad.
But I want it now.
He does look pretty pissed off.
Like, he's so mad. Like, somebody thought, like, oh, if he smiled, it would have made the mugshot more, like, better for him, like, optics-wise. But nope, couldn't even get that right.
He looks like a pouting child to me. That's all I can see. It's hilarious.
Let me read from the article from where the mugshot came from. So, he wrote on Truth Social, they purposely show the absolutely worst pictures of me, especially the big orange one with my chin pulled way back.
Why does he sound like Mr. Burns?
Because that's exactly, he's just like every other billionaire. That's exactly what I am. I am exactly like Mr. Burns, except I don't have a gay sidekick. I would never have that. It would not exist in the entire world.
Dude needs to stay out of the spray tanning box long enough to fucking realize what's going on around him.
Listen, I watched a lot of Jersey Shore. I learned a lot from Snooki. I would have loved to have her on The Celebrity Apprentice when I was still hosting, but, Arnold took her away from me, and now I fucking hate his guts, but I learned so much from her. Gym 10 laundry, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, God.
So the former president obviously prefers the mugshot taken in Atlanta's Fulton County Jail when he was booked on charges for plotting to overturn Georgia's 2020 election result on Thursday. Within minutes of the picture being released, it appeared on Mr. Trump's website, along with the statement saying he had been arrested despite committing no crime. What has taken place is a travesty of justice. Mugshots have destroyed other political careers. For him, it has already become a campaign symbol. In fact, in a matter of hours, his official campaign was selling T-shirts featuring the image, "Never Surrender." Mugs and stickers are also available.
But, like, he turned himself in.
Yes. Knowing full well that he was going to capitalize on it.
Of course, he's a businessman. That's what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. In fact, what was it? It is yet another example of how Mr. Trump continues to defy political gravity. We are no longer surprised when his poll ratings rise with each criminal indictment against him. The Georgia charges, after all, were the fourth in 5 months. We can also see that the man who may have to spend the better part of next year in a courtroom, not on the campaign trail, is still the front runner for the Republican nomination next year, because most people don't know it's an election year next year.
Ugh.
In fact, we had our debate. We had the Republican debate on Thursday, and it was 3 hours of nothing because Trump wasn't even there, and obviously people are going to be voting for him. So it's like, who are these fucking people up here? So I felt like a waste of time.
I'm not voting next year because how worse can we get that we're already in right now? Everything's just so fucking high. whoever's fucking like voted in next needs to fucking save our asses. I'll be honest.
Well, it certainly, it definitely ain't Trump. That's for sure. It's far from it.
Lower the goddamn prices. I can't fucking live like this.
Jazzy saying they're basically fighting to see who will be VP. Correct.
Hey, Jazz.
Everybody's
Hey,
fighting.
Jazzy.
Everybody's fighting to kiss the ring, because that's what this is all about.
Like this, I'm going to
Yeah,
England.
kissing Trump's ring. Fuck.
Yeah, because they would never admit they would want to suck his dick. So it's like, okay, we'll just do the ring instead.
Like this, I'm going to Canada.
Well, it's not that's any better in Canada. The prime minister separated from his wife, and it's not like it's any better up there.
Trump don't get in
And
office again. I'm fine.
There's some. Isn't Canada also where like a mass grave full of children was found and
Yeah, a bunch of native tribes of like children. They were buried under school grounds.
Dude, that's nothing what compared to what's happening in America a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that every country you go to is going to have its
That's a Friday
problems. So
night.
like I said, every country is going to have their problems. There's no point in traveling because then you got to go through a whole new slew of trying to find a new place, have to understand the new concept of money over there, and then you got to watch their bland Big Brother reality shows. Like, trust me, people got
fucking court case got dropped.
Well, we're not talking about that.
Just letting the fans know.
Chris Christie got booed for telling the truth. Well, everybody got booed. Like, in fact, there was like a metrics where they have like the graph on the screen that shows you like how people are how audiences are reacting, and then as soon as the boos came in, like the graph just went down drastically. It's like, oh fuck this guy.
It's all the same fucking game year after year. We're just trying to see whose dick is bigger.
God damn it.
Well, you know it's true.
I mean,
Oh, you know,
we
I have the
already know
best
it's
one.
true.
Like, I have the best one. It's the best one out of everybody. That's why they don't like me.
No, we know it because it's small.
There's nothing to prove that, Hunter Biden's dick, like, I'm jealous of him, actually. That's why we're trying to go after him.
All right. Enough of the dick comparisons.
He can't
Well,
help
hey,
it. He has a fucking dick that's fucking size of my pinky finger.
Or the little toe.
oh gosh,
No,
the
no,
little toe
no,
that
on my
it's
pinky.
like the grape that didn't get to be a grape.
Exactly.
or like the grip that just
Oh
had
man, I just
surgery.
fucking repeated. That was also a Family Guy joke.
And by the way, men, if you're hearing this, or people who have dicks, if you're hearing this, do not be insulted. All penis sizes are beautiful, okay? Just getting that out there.
Nothing wrong with that. Come on. We're just...
Jazzy saying, I do find it funny how they're hedging their bets on the off chance Trump gets thrown in jail next year. Oh, he'll probably, like, once the election is over and he loses, like, there's going to be, like, a Monokuma sighting pretty soon after that.
Oh, God, no.
Monokuma take over.
Jazzy's like, they want to put all their eggs in the Trump basket, but at the back of their head, they know they can't. Yeah, they're practically afraid of him. It's no secret. They're all afraid of him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
In case anybody was wondering, that we did finish Wednesday on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. That's what, if you wonder what we're talking about.
Yeah.
How?
So there's still more to this article. So anyone who doubts Mr. Trump's continuing grip on the party should watch one moment from Wednesday night's televised debate. Mr. Trump chose to skip the event because he's so far ahead of his rivals. He believed he had nothing to gain by being there. Yet he still loomed over the stage. Yeah, he's up by like 30 or 40 points right now. But seriously, I saw it last weekend and I liked it. Good for you, Jazzy. Thank you. All 8 candidates were asked to raise their hand if they would still support Mr. Trump for president if he's found guilty in court. 6 hands went up in the air, even if Florida Governor Ron DeSantis conspicuously waited to see what the other did before raising his. No, literally, like my governor in my state, like I was like, "Oh, would you still support Trump?" Like he turned his head to the left, he turned his head to the right, saw that people all raised their hands. He's like, "Well, I might as well throw my hand up." It's like,
Might as well make fucking Trump into a reality show while we're at it.
Build a
Oh yeah, no, he's not
confessional
getting a
while
TV
they're
show
fucking at it,
again.
May as well build a goddamn confessional.
We all going to hell. We all know that.
No, I mean like those reality show confessionals.
Mm-hmm. Trump and Big Brother. Now that'd be a fucking weird show.
I'm not eating slop. You will not see me eat slop. I am winning that competition. I would refuse to eat slop.
Yeah. This is a dude who orders over 50 Big Macs?
Yes, I had the best Big Macs. They were the best Big Macs, the best French fries. And like McDonald's says, I like high quality food. It's so delicious.
While he was still in office. Let's remember that.
Yes. And for that one team too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jazzy's bringing up the fact that Ron DeSantis had the Terminator smile, which was also pretty prevalent. God, this guy is such a robot. He is such a robot. He's got no emotion whatsoever. He has a transcript implanted into his brain that his mind just reads for him.
Oh shit!
And on the transcript it says, "Try to smile," and then he can't even smile properly.
I'm surprised the robots that running Facebook and X hasn't ran for president.
No, we're not going to get to that. Not until it actually happens.
Oh, if they think of it, they'll probably do it.
Yeah. Something we do not want happening.
Elon Musk. He likes to fuck everything up.
Don't bring mosquito in this.
How does the party of family values elect a guy who has no charisma? Well, simple, Jazzy. They don't want to vote for the guy who whose son has a bigger dick than all of them, because they're all scared of that.
Oh, they must be afraid that the son's gay. That's probably why they don't want to vote for him.
I mean, come on, we're all queer in a sense. People just don't want to admit it.
Hell, give me a girl and I'll fuck her.
I mean, we all know that you have single-handedly raised your hand and said, who here on the stage tonight would have sex with a woman if they were a woman? You didn't even have to look left or right. You just raised your hand right away. No hesitation.
I'm not ashamed of who I am. That's what's the problem. Most people are ashamed of who they are.
I did not hear about the beer event, Jazzy. There was a beer event and nobody showed up. Of course, because who's going to want to drink beer after that performance?
I mean, they probably just want to. They want to get drunk so they can forget about what happened.
All right, let me read more from the article before we move on. So 3/4 of the people running against Mr. Trump will not dare to say he should not be president if he has a criminal conviction. Chris Christie, who's an arch Trump critic, said somebody's got to stop normalizing this conduct. Okay, whether or not you believe that the criminal charges are right or wrong, the product is beneath the office of president of the United States. He was then booed off the stage.
Oh my God! Now I can already hear that part in that Mr. Mackey voice from South Park.
Okay.
The drugs are bad. I'm going.
Arguably, Mr. Christie has it wrong. The Republican Party is not normalizing Mr. Trump's conduct. It is celebrating his actions and rewarding him with more support and adulation each time his legal problems become more serious. They are not after me. They are after you. I'm just standing in the way. His supporters love that line, apparently. It is a phrase that reporters have been repeated back to them around the country, even though no one is sure what it actually means. It encapsulates the idea that he is more than another politician. He presents himself as a martyr for his support base. Mr. Trump has a unique talent for attracting attention. He is using this moment to suffocate his rivals and opponents by starving them of the oxygen of publicity. He has merged his legal problems with his political campaign and turned it into a reality TV show. That is why he brings cameras with him when he is arrested. That is why he called into right-wing TV stations to describe what it was like being booked in a notorious Atlanta jail. And that is why he will still use the mugshot as the ultimate accolade.
This guy thinks he's Elvis.
Oh, no, he thinks he's bigger than Elvis. He thinks it's like, I'm bigger than Jesus.
Don't say that. The last person did. They end up burning all their records.
Yes.
Well, no, you know what the difference is? You know what the difference is? They actually do believe he's Jesus.
I don't.
I mean, John Lennon looked the most like Jesus, and they fucking hated him for it.
Right.
I mean, and to be fair, the Beatles practically were bigger than Jesus. They had more people in the arenas than Jesus had in churches. Let's be real here.
And you're
It's
right.
It's not like mega churches are like football arenas where they sit 100,000 people.
I don't know. That's what they're trying to aspire to these days.
Oh God.
Oh God.
You
Okay,
look
when you
at
say that,
these
looks like we got our album second cover. See?
like mega churches now. It's like a fucking theater
not that
full of
big.
fucking people being like football stadiums.
They're not that big.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I've probably seen bigger.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it was the biggest in town. Go on, Joey, before I make a fool out of myself even more.
All right, I got another thing to screen share. So
Here
are all the other people. Here are all the other people that were also getting mugshots in Georgia, all of his conspirators, and somebody photoshopped them to look like Batman villains.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh God. Okay, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, the Penguin.
Can we move this closer?
Yeah, you want me to zoom in? I'll zoom in.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh my
Let's do them.
We got Catwoman right here, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Penguin. I don't know who this is.
I think it's
Harley Quinn.
Some like Egyptian royalty or something. I don't know.
I have no idea. Why the hell's Dracula here?
I don't know. Was Dracula a Batman villain? Obviously, we have Riddler and then Harley Quinn.
One of these is not like the other.
Two of these are not like the other. Who the fuck is that one next to Harley? I know my lore a little bit on Batman, but I don't think Dracula and the Mummy was in Batman unless they did a crossover or something.
Jazzy says, Tut? Okay.
It's
Jazzy
King
says,
Tut.
Jazzy says, I saw a painting Spider-Man meme with both anti-Trump and Trump supporters wearing mugshot t-shirts.
Yes, because you know what we're doing on our side? We're actually making fun of the shirts by buying them and then actually giving the donations to charity of some kind.
Oh God!
From what I understand.
Are you guys idiots? I mean, you guys are wasting money by donating, getting the money.
Well, it's the same thing that the TikTokers did during the election last year. Like instead of they bought all the tickets to like in a Trump event in St. Louis, and then none of them showed up because they wanted to make sure that nobody can get tickets to the event. And Trump was like, "Oh wow, this building's gonna be so packed. We oversold it by like 100 people. There was like people that couldn't get in." And then they realized it was part of a TikTok shit posting event. And And then Trump got off the plane and he was just so embarrassed by the whole thing because only like a quarter of the people showed up to the event. So it's kind of like the same deal. Just get all the merchandise away so that nobody can buy it.
Maybe
that was the first result when I Googled Pharaoh Batman. Speaking of money, Jazzy says, funny how Trump is probably holding that fundraiser for Giuliani's fees because if he does it, Giuliani could turn on him. Yes, him and his makeup leaking off of his face. Which, by the way, Giuliani, former drag queen.
What?
Not literally, but like actually dressed up like a woman, and so dressed in drag. And then got embarrassed. It's like, oh, please don't show that. Please don't show that. Oh, yeah. And then there's Trump that looks like the Joker with the mustache, but I can't show that because I can't find it anywhere. Oh, yeah. Somebody was saying that Trump's mugshot also almost looks like Zoolander as well. So that's something else. So yeah, that's practically all I can. That's practically everything about the mugshot thing. We'll see how. I mean, because technically election season has already started, so we got about a year and a half of this to go. So we'll see what else tries to pop up.